Let me tell you why I'm so happy. Because it looks like there's a new couple in Hardwick. Aaron, Pierre, that's Teyana. They have been spotted together several times recently. But they seemingly made it official after the Oscars. So they both posted these.
Y'all on Pierre, that's Mufasa, has an ex out here waving red flags, and I ain't talking about no Disney track. Aaron's alleged longtime boo, Jessica Hardwick, is making it very clear that Teyana better not get too comfortable. Why? Because sis claims that Aaron is just using her and that she's not even his type. And when you see Jessica, you'll understand exactly what she means. So, is this about love, or is Aaron out here chasing clout with this black queen Teyana? Let's get into it, y'all. Pierre and Teyana Taylor have been trending a lot lately, and for good reason. These two have been serving chemistry and looks, and people are eating it up. The rumors really popped off after their black and white Oscars photo shoot. Teyana posted the pics on March 3rd, right after the Oscars and the Vanity Fair afterparty, and y'all, the vibes were undeniable. She even captioned it, "Oscar night in black and white. No gray area." And let's not forget the scorching track she used, because nothing says, "It's giving like, take you down." But Aaron? Crickets. He posted the exact same pics on his page but added 0 words. No caption, no heart emoji, no, "had a great time with my lady." Nothing. And let's be real, that silence was a little bit suspicious. I mean, if you're proud of your girl, wouldn't you say something? A little my queen moment? A we outside type of vibe? But nope, he didn't even acknowledge it. And that's where it gets sketchy. It almost feels like he's keeping her at arm's length. Like he's enjoying the buzz without actually claiming her. And y'all know who's been trying to tell us this exact thing? His ex, Jessica Hardwick. Jessica's been out here hinting that Aaron has a type, and Teyana does not fit that bill. The Vanity Fair afterparty only added fuel to the fire. The two were spotted looking very cozy while posing with Niecy Nash and her wife. And this isn't even the first time they've been seen together. Back in February, they attended the American Black Film Festival honors, and cameras caught them in deep conversation. And you know the kind, the "I like you but I don't want to make it obvious" type of vibe. So yeah, they haven't confirmed the relationship out loud, but the streets are loud enough for them. But this is where it gets messy. While Aaron's been keeping his personal life on super low-key, the internet did what it does best. Digging. And guess what they found? Jessica Hardwick. And when you take one look at Miss Jessica, you'll see why people are side-eyeing this whole Teyana situation. Because Jessica? Well, let's just say she's not a woman of color. So when people talk about Aaron's type, yeah, the contrast between Jessica and Teyana is stark. But Jessica's not just sitting back watching it all unfold. She's allegedly out here warning Teyana that she's going to get dumped. And if what she's saying is true, Teyana might want to keep one eye open. Because word on the streets is, Aaron prefers, well, white meat. And when you line up his rumored exes with his current situation, yeah, it's looking like Teyana might not fit his usual taste. And I'm not the one saying it. Miss Jessica is making sure we all know it. But this is where it gets tricky. Is Jessica just bitter? Maybe she's lying? That's the million-dollar question. But hold up, wait a minute. Because it doesn't stop there. Y'all, there are even more pictures of Mr. Aaron Pierre, Mufasa, circulating online. And guess what? It's yet another woman of the Caucasian persuasion. This time we're talking about an Australian girl named Hannah Hurst. For real, gag. From the looks of it, these two have been getting real cozy. And get this, the pics show them attending a whole wedding together. Now listen, taking someone to a wedding? That's not just friends behavior. That's, "this is my lady" type of behavior. They're serious. But before you ask, yes, there's a pattern. Guys, Hannah, she's also white. Yeah, Aaron definitely seems to have a type, and it's not Teyana. And if that wasn't enough proof, there's this pic, Aaron kissing Hannah on the forehead. And y'all know what forehead kisses give, intimacy and "I love you" energy. So yeah, there's definitely more to this than just speculation. But it's no wonder that when you try to look up Aaron's dating history, you come up blank. Like nothing's really out there. No. We finally know why. He's been keeping his personal life on lockdown, because clearly it's giving messy. Now we've got heavy checkmark Jessica Hardwick, his alleged longtime girlfriend since 2019. Heavy checkmark Hannah Hurst, with all these cozy pics and wedding dates. Heavy checkmark, and now He's out here sparking rumors with Teyana Taylor. It's giving quietly collecting girlfriends energy. And honestly, I kinda see why he's keeping things private. Because even when you line up the women Aaron's been with, you start seeing a real clear trend. And it's not just about looks. The women, heavy checkmark humble, heavy checkmark modest, heavy checkmark very very plain, low-key. They're not out here chasing the spotlight. They're not turning every head when they walk into a room. They're not A-list celebrities. They're not dripping in designer from head to toe. And they're definitely not making headlines every other week. And that's where the biggest contrast with Teyana comes in. He's bold. He's flashy. She's a straight-up queen. She dresses down. He's got curves for days. She's been in the industry for years. She's got that IT girl energy, the kind that Aeon's exes could never.
Hey, I'm Teyana Taylor. I'm wearing Christopher Rogers. Get in.
Even the people online are noticing this difference. One user straight up commented on a photo of one of Aaron's exes saying, "She appears humble, modest in her attire and likable. Wishing them well." And y'all, this speaks volumes. It's giving this is the kind of woman that Aaron likes. It's giving soft, quiet, and the complete opposite of Teyana's fierce, high-profile vibe. Now it's starting to make sense why Lori Harvey wasn't even trying to entertain the idea of dating Aeon Pierre. Sis took one look at that situation and said, absolutely not. And honestly, I don't blame her. She's done playing PR girlfriend. But, is Teyana taking her place? Because here's the backstory. TikTok and reporter Shaw Mason were out here trying to play matchmaker, suggesting that Lori and Aaron Pierre would make a fire couple. And on paper, kinda makes sense. Lori's dated across the pond before. She was with Damson Idris, a whole British snack of a man. So Shaw figured Aaron would fit right up her alley. But Lori? She shut that all the way down. She hit the comments and said, "No thank you. Leave me alone." Like not just no, but leave me alone. That's a whole new level of no. That's not just disinterested, that's I know something y'all don't type of energy. The way Lori refused that idea so fast, I mean she could have just ignored it, but she wanted everyone to know she knew that tea on Aaron. Maybe she did. Sis has been in the game long enough to spot a walking red flag when she sees one. But let's not forget, Lori's got some serious sway in these Hollywood streets. She's dated A-listers like heavy checkmark Michael B. Jordan, heavy checkmark Future, heavy checkmark Damson Idris. And there have even been rumors that she had a little something going on with Mr. Diddy. And y'all know Diddy stays surrounded by controversy. So when a woman like Lori says, "No thank you" with that kind of conviction, you gotta wonder, what kind of whispers has she been hearing? Maybe she caught wind of Pushpin Aeon's alleged history with multiple women. Pushpin his white meat preference. Pushpin the forehead kisses with Hannah. And let's be real, Lori's not about to get used for clout again. But let's just ask the question. What's Aeon's endgame here? Teyana is a whole superstar. Heavy checkmark she's a triple threat. A singer, actress, and director. Heavy checkmark she's fresh off her split from Iman Shumpert. Heavy checkmark she's single, glowing, and living her best life. But is Aaron genuinely feeling her? Or is this just a strategic move to stay in the headlines? Don't be abusing Queen Teyana. I mean the timing's interesting. He was the voice of Mufasa in the Lion King prequel, and this relationship definitely kept his name buzzing. But be real for a second, for a millisecond. Aaron wouldn't be the first dude to date Teyana just for the spotlight. When you take a closer look at her dating history, the pattern is kinda hard to ignore. Teyana's been linked to some serious A-list celebs and top-tier athletes, and while these relationships started with love, they almost always ended with the other person walking away with a whole lot more clout than they came in with. The obvious example? Iman Shumpert. When Teyana and Iman got together, he was known in the basketball world, sure. But being married to Teyana took his visibility to a whole different level. Their relationship had its moments, of course, and people were definitely rooting for them. But y'all saw how that ended. It got so messy that they ended up getting a divorce, and a messy one at that. But what's wild is that there's even more to the story when it comes to Teyana and Iman. Pushpin rumors of infidelity. Pushpin controlling behavior. The whole thing just got ugly. And while Iman did get that exposure boost, it was Teyana who ended up with the broken heart in a messy public split. Then there was Soulja Boy. Yes y'all, Teyana and Soulja Boy were a thing. I know she tried to keep that a secret, but it's out there now. The exact timeline of their relationship is a little fuzzy, but we do know that they were together for several years. And get this, Pushpin, they even had a little girl together. There are reports saying that they had gotten married secretly in October 2016. And when Teyana went on the Wendy Williams show in September 2016, she played coy and hinted that they might have already tied the knot, even though the wedding hadn't actually happened yet. But just like her other relationships, this one didn't end on a high note either. Let's be real. Soulja Boy's name was definitely buzzing a whole lot more when they were together. So once again, you gotta wonder, was she getting genuine love, or was she just boosting somebody else's clout? And then there was Rick. Oh yes, y'all know we had to bring in Champagne Papi, Mr. Certified Lover Boy. Back in 2009, Teyana Taylor and Drake were rumored to be an item. But this one stayed real low-key. Pushpin, no public confirmations. Pushpin, no Instagram couple pics. Pushpin, just whispers and speculation. But y'all know, where there's smoke, there's usually fire.
Okay, so I have to talk about this. I came across a tweet where they said, I didn't know that Drake and Teyana Taylor dated. Honestly, when these pictures dropped in 2013, I forgot what the caption was. I think Drake posted it and he said,
they were spotted at some events together, showing up in music videos, and people definitely noticed some chemistry. But despite the sightings, both Drake and Teyana kept it cute and never addressed the rumors head-on. So how serious were they? Was it another PR stunt? Honestly, nobody really knows. But what we do know is that when you're linked to Drake, your name is going to stay in the headlines. And considering the way their rumored situationship played out, you gotta wonder, was this yet another case of Teyana boosting someone's profile? And y'all, we cannot forget about A$AP Rocky. Yes, another one that was on the roster list. In 2014, rumors started flying that Teyana Taylor and A$AP Rocky were a thing. And while they never put a label on it, crossmark no interviews, crossmark no Instagram hard launches, the streets were definitely talking. But just like a lot of Teyana's past relationships and situationships, this one didn't last long. They reportedly split up not too long after people started catching on. And you want to know what's wild? Because right after that, A$AP was linked to Iggy Azalea and then Chanel Iman. So clearly he wasn't wasting any time. He was on his whole trip. And then there was Chad Johnson. Now this one lasted a minute. Teyana and Chad Johnson were together for about 4 years starting in 2016. And for a celeb couple, that's practically forever. People were tuned in, especially when Chad started making comments about Teyana's rise to fame on a reality show. But just like the others, it didn't last long and it didn't end on the best note. When they split, Chad wasn't shy about sharing his disappointment. And y'all know how that goes. People start wondering, was this just another case of someone riding Teyana's wave and dipping when the time was right? But after Chad, we had Daniel "Booby" Gibson stepping up to the plate. They were together from September 2008 to February 2009, and just like the others, it ended almost as fast as it started. Then there was Colin Kaepernick. Yes, the ex-NFL star. Teyana and Colin were allegedly doing that on-again, off-again thing since 2013, but by 2014, it was officially a wrap. And that's when she made it official with Iman Shumpert. So when you look at this lineup, Pushpin athletes, Pushpin rappers, Pushpin artists, Pushpin entertainers, there's definitely a pattern. A lot of these dudes got that clout boost after being with Teyana. But let's keep it real, y'all. When you line up all the men that Teyana's been with, it's clear that she's been through a whole lot. And no shade, but compared to Aaron Pierre, that's Mufasa, y'all, she definitely has more experience in the dating game. So honestly, why wouldn't Aon want to join the bandwagon? I mean, think about it. He gets to capitalize on the fame, he keeps his name buzzing, and maybe even gets a little something extra on the side, if you catch my drift. It's a win-win for him, right? And that's exactly why Aon's ex, Jessica Hardwick, is out here warning Teyana. She has seen the playbook and she knows the game. She's just sitting back watching it all unfold. Let's not forget, Aaron has a would-be type. And as much as Teyana is a queen with the energy and talent, she's not fitting that description. So where do they go from here? Question mark, are we going to see them pop out at more events? Question mark, has Aon Pierre, yes Mufasa, changed his type? Question mark, or is this going to fizzle out as quickly as it started? Question mark, and more importantly, is Mufasa's ex just a salty ex? Or is she dropping some real warnings? Only time will tell. But we'll be watching. Let me know what y'all think about this. Speech balloon, is this love, or just a PR stunt? And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss the next messy update.